Okay, let's get into it. Welcome to Be Bold Radio. This is your host, Demita V, and this is a fresh video. And I decided to go ahead and start because the plan was to start my podcast back early spring. That didn't happen. Okay, that didn't happen. And so, those of you who are listening right now, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Now, today is June, I believe, the 12th or the 13th, rather. And I am currently at home. My daughter is finishing up on the toilet. And I just felt like, you know what? I'm going to give it to y'all raw and uncut. I'm just going to give it to you raw and uncut. I am sitting in my bed comfortably, waiting for my husband to come home. He went to the grocery store. Then I'm going to work out. And so we're tag teaming. Did you flush the toilet? Malaya, did you flush the toilet? Did you flush the toilet? Good job. And let's wash our hands after you flush the toilet. Uh-huh. Malaya, stay focused. Flush the toilet. Malaya, flush the toilet. And let's wash our hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands first. Good job. So yeah, excuse me for that. So I just decided, you know what? This is gonna be it. I'm not doing no editing. I'm not doing none of that. So this episode is gonna be called Pivot. This is what it's gonna be called. And because what I've learned as a mom who has a daughter on the spectrum, and let's take the spectrum out of it. Having daughters, having children, you have to learn how to pivot. You have to learn how to pivot. Nobody told me to lay on my back with my husband in agreement and make babies, right? Nobody told me to do that. Nobody forced me to do that. This was a choice that we made together. And God loaned these three beautiful children to us. Now we have a senior, we have a first grader, and we have a young adult. Okay. So Malaya, brush your tongue. So yeah, this is it, right? So welcome to my world. And I just decided this is going to be it. This summer, we're going to finish. We're going to start our podcast back. So I don't know what just happened. Where did she go? So yeah, so y'all getting it all. Um, yeah, so life has been great. Our daughter, our youngest daughter, Malaya, she graduated from kindergarten. So what you guys do not know is that um she I held her back a year. Okay. I held her back a year, and it was one of the toughest decisions I made. Because, you're thinking in your head, oh my God, my daughter's going to be a year behind. But when you do it for all the right reasons, she's not behind. So I held her back because I wanted her to get more therapy, like a longer period of time of therapy. And I felt like she wasn't behavior wise. Malaya, you okay? She wasn't ready to be in a classroom setting. And she's making, tremendous progress now, right? Okay. So I held her back a year, and I talked with her therapist, a few of her therapists, and they were like, you know what, go with your gut. And that's exactly what I did. And I don't have any regrets. So she's going to first grade, and we're excited. She had a great school year. If you guys have been following me, you know that I cried. She was excited. I cried. I was so nervous. And it was like nervous feelings and then excitement at the same time, right? All right. So we got through the year. She started to show a little regression after spring break. So we went on vacation. we came back from vacation. Her therapist and her teacher, they said they noticed a little um, dysregulation, right? So we set up a meeting, which I am so grateful for this team. I'm so grateful. Um, we set up an IEP meeting and we talked, and now she qualified for extended school year. So they asked me, they gave me all of the situations going. I mean, like everything. Like, this is what you will have to do. This is what we'll give you. This is what da 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 da. I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. Now it is 30 minutes away. It's not like driving her to school like her regular school. It's 30 minutes away. Um, and now because she'll be taking her therapy and all of those things, she'll be able to get the services that she needs. Now I have to find something to do while she's in therapy. Malaya, almost done, okay? We should be almost done. But anyway, so yeah, so that's that. Let me finish my protein shake. Yeah, so I'm sitting here like looking at my calendar like, Demita, okay, so we pushed it back again. The podcast, we pushed it back again. We ain't pushing it back no more. We pivoting, right? So I don't have no lashes on, no makeup, no anything right now. This is raw and uncut, and I love it here. But you know, anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. This is just an intro to the beginning of the podcast. So I hope you enjoyed this video, but learn how to pivot, because if you get stuck in a routine, you will be highly frustrated. There was a time I was frustrated because I refused to pivot. I did not want to change with change. And what I've learned is, if you don't learn how to adapt your situation or to the situations around you, if you don't learn how to adapt to change, you're dying in the old season. And there's no way. I am not dying in the old season, and I don't want you to die in the old season. So take an inventory of your life. If you are in a season where God is changing things, he's changing your situation, and you're still trying to remain the same, you're going to end up dying, and not a physical death, but you'll die spiritually in a season that God wants you to thrive in. So learn how to pivot. Yes. Is it hard? Yes. Sometimes it can be difficult. It can be frustrating. Sometimes me and my husband, we are frustrated because we want things to stay the same. We want to be comfortable, but that's not our situation. That's not our narrative. So my prayer for you today is that God will give you the strength and the fortitude to pivot in whatever areas you need to pivot. Okay. Don't die in the old season where God is trying to get change and present change in your life. Okay. We come against that spirit of stagnation, that spirit of complacency, and that spirit of death in your life. This is your season to thrive. Until next time, continue to believe, be original, and live your dreams. And thank you for accepting me raw and uncut. I love you.